Hello and welcome to School of Electronic Music Online. My name is Chris and you're watching Tech Talk. Hello and welcome to another episode. Today we are going to talk about gates. You know, gates are very often used as corrective tools, but today I want to show you a few techniques how you can use your gates creatively. So the first one we're going to look at is how to use a gate to reinforce your kick drums by using an oscillator that has been sidechained and gated, and then we're also gonna look at how you can use your gates as a stutter effect. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. So first I'm gonna start by showing you how you can reinforce your kick drums. So here I have just a basic drum rack with a basic kick loaded and a standard 4 on the floor drum pattern. Nothing really interesting there. The kick is good, but we can also reinforce it by adding a little bit more low end to it. So the quickest way to do that in Ableton would be to go and grab an oscillator. In my case, I'm using the M oscillator by Melda Productions. It's part of their M3 effects bundle, which is absolutely awesome. I would highly recommend you guys to go and check it out. It comes with tons of free stuff and it's super useful. So let's just load that. I'm gonna play our kick. And now I'm just gonna bring the wet up a little bit so I can hear both of them. And now I'm gonna bring the frequency around 50 Hertz. There we go, somewhere there. Now one problem you'll notice is that if we mute our kick drum, that sine wave is just constantly going. So we need to have a way to control it, and this is where the gate comes into the game. So I'm just gonna go and load the Ableton gate, and I'm gonna drop it straight over my oscillator, and right away we can hear that the tone has been taken out. It's been muted because it falls below our threshold level. I'm just gonna bring the threshold all the way up, and then I'm gonna expand the sidechain menu, activate it, and then from the audio from, I'm gonna go and navigate to drum rack, and I'm gonna select our kick drum as the source that will be triggering the gate. So now, as we start lowering the threshold, we're gonna hear how the sine wave is gonna start coming through rhythmically together with the kick drum, because actually if we audition the source that is triggering the sidechain, that's our kick drum. So let's start bringing the threshold down. There we go. Once the threshold is low enough, we can hear the sine wave coming back through again. And now the cool thing is that we can use the attack, hold, and release controls of our gate to actually tune and reshape the envelope. If we go with extremely fast attack times, that's gonna present that click. We don't want that, so I'm just gonna back off my attack a little bit. I'm gonna increase my hold and increase my release as well. There we go. And now I'm gonna reintroduce my kick as well. And then I'm just gonna rebalance them. Let's bring that sine wave a little bit more. There we go. Now if you want shorter kicks, of course you can just use the release and the hold times, just to add a little bit of low end to your kick. So here is the kick without the oscillator, and here is the kick with the oscillator back in. And of course, if you're going for some dubstep or grime type of kick, you can increase that release to bring more of that tail in, so it becomes more of an 808 style. But now I want to show you something else. I want to show you how you can use that gate as a stutter effect for your vocals or for your melodic parts or for your synths is just a really fast and easy way to do it. So here I have a simple vocal. It's just a sample, nothing really special. What I want to do is I want to add a rhythmic element to it. So instead of going and rewriting the MIDI and chopping it and trying to find the perfect size, I'll be using a trigger to actually trigger that vocal sample. So again, I'm gonna go and get a gate, and I'm gonna add it after my simpler with the vocal sample, and I'm gonna turn the sidechain on. So now when we play it, of course, nothing or almost nothing really plays, because that gate is preventing any sound from escaping. Now we can go and get a drum rack, and I'll look just for a simple closed hi-hat. I like using hi-hats for triggers simply because they have a very short envelope. Let's just take this one. I'm just gonna load it on an empty cell, and now I'm just gonna write a very basic pattern. Now what we're gonna do here is we don't want to hear the hi-hat, we just want to use it as a trigger to open that gate in time for our vocal. So I'm gonna mute that track, and then I'm gonna go to my vocal, to the sidechain, and as an audio input, I'm gonna navigate to my drum rack, and I'm gonna choose the hi-hat. So now as the vocal plays, you can hear that there is nothing happening again. But as we start lowering the threshold, we'll hear that vocal coming in, following that rhythmic pattern from the hi-hat. And now from here is completely down to you. You can just experiment with different patterns. Or even a more obvious stutter effect. And the great thing is that you can use the hold and the release times again to change the way that stutter will react. And then it's completely down to you if you want to use some effects just to sweeten up that sound a little bit. But all you need to do is just prepare some trigger clips with different rhythmic patterns and just sidechain that to the gate on your vocal or your synth or any other element that you want to control. That's it for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please, if you have any more questions, just leave them in the comment section down below. And if you like the videos, just hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified next time when we post a new video. Until then, stay safe, stay creative. My name is Chris. Goodbye.